The final element of serve is perhaps the most important: evolve. This is about consciously developing your unique teaching voice and continuously growing in your ability to serve your students. When you first start teaching, it's natural to copy your favorite teachers. We all do this, it's how we learn. You might borrow their cues, their sequencing style, even their way of moving through the room. And that's okay for a while. But eventually, you need to evolve beyond imitation into your own authentic teaching expression. I remember my early days when I was trying so hard to sound like the teachers I admired. I was using language that felt forced, teaching poses I didn't really understand, trying to create this perfect yoga teacher persona. It was exhausting, and I think my students could feel the disconnect. The shift happened when I started trusting my own background and perspective, my experience as an athlete, my interest in exercise physiology, my own communication style, heck, even my love of food metaphors. These weren't flaws to hide, they were strengths to develop. When I stopped trying to be someone else and started being myself, my teaching came alive. Evolution in the serve method happens in 3 stages, and it mirrors our culinary metaphor perfectly. First, you're the cook following recipes. You're implementing sequences you've learned, using the structures and frameworks that work. This isn't copying, this is building your foundation. You need to master the basics before you can innovate meaningfully. Then you become the cook who can adapt recipes. You understand the principles well enough to make substitutions, adjust timing, modify for dietary restrictions. In teaching terms, this means you can take a foundational sequence or recipe and vary it appropriately for different students, different class lengths, different energy levels. Finally, you evolve into the chef who creates original dishes. You understand your ingredients so well that you can combine them in new ways. Your teaching becomes a unique expression of your personality, your background, your understanding of bodies and movement. But here's the crucial part: evolution never stops. Even after more than 20 years of teaching, I'm still evolving. I'm still learning from my students, still refining my understanding, still discovering new ways to help people connect with their bodies and breath. Evolution also means expanding your scope thoughtfully. Maybe you start teaching general classes, then evolve to specialize in teaching athletes or seniors or people dealing with trauma. Maybe you evolve from teaching only asana to incorporating breathwork or meditation. Maybe you evolve from teaching individual classes to leading teacher trainings. The key is that evolution is intentional. You're not just drifting from one thing to another. You're consciously developing skills and knowledge that serve your mission of helping people through yoga. This is where programs like my mentorship membership, it's called Mastering the Art of Yoga Sequencing, become so valuable. Instead of evolution happening accidentally over years, you can accelerate your growth through structured learning, mentorship, and community with other teachers on the same journey. When you embrace evolution, teaching stops being about performing and starts being about serving. You stop asking, "How do I look?" and you start asking, "How can I help?" That shift changes everything for you and for your students. The serve method isn't just about planning better classes, although it absolutely does that. It's about developing into the confident, capable teacher your students need you to be. When you have structure, experience, repetition, strategic variation, and intentional evolution, you're not just teaching yoga, you're creating transformation. If you're ready to come deeper into implementing the serve method in your own teaching, I'd love to have you join us in Mastering the Art of Yoga Sequencing. It's a 6-month mentorship program where we work together to build your confidence, refine your skills, and help you step fully into your role as a teacher guide. It's open on rolling enrollment. You can start today. You can learn more at sageroundtree.com/mentorship or have a taste at comfortzoneyoga.com.